Hi guys, and today we are going to be talking about McCormick. More specifically, should you be buying McCormick before their earnings come out on September 29th? That is next Tuesday. In my opinion, I think that it's a very good company to buy before earnings, but you guys should definitely be doing your own due diligence before you guys buy anything. Today is just to give you guys my opinion of the stock so you guys are more aware of it, so that maybe it is something that you guys want to invest in for the next few days. So today we are going to be discussing about three main things, okay? And the McCormick stock, what its news is, and finally how I'm going to be playing the McCormick stock from now till next Tuesday. So with that, let's go. So first off, let's talk about McCormick. And this is McCormick. As you guys can see, it is currently at $192. Its market cap is $25 billion. Its earnings date is September 29th, 2020. This is before the market opens, okay? Make sure you guys understand that. Before market opens, September 29th, 2020. Its 52-week range is $112 to $211. If we look at its year-to-date chart, we can see in that McCormick was going at around $172 before the pandemic happened, and then after the pandemic, it fell to $113. But ever since then, since we have been quarantined, since we have been staying at home more often, since restaurants are closed, mainly closed, half full-ish, we can see that McCormick, which sells a lot of spice for homemade foods, they have actually been doing very, very well in this pandemic. At its highest point, it was at $209 closing price. Ever since September 3rd happened, it has been on a very, very, very drastic decline. And now, a week before its earnings, it is slowly crawling back up, just barely, because I think that they're going to have a really, really good quarter. So I think that from now till earnings, I think it is a very, very good chance for the stock to go up around, 5-6% from now till next week. So now let's talk about its earnings. As you guys can see here, in the Q1 of 2020, it actually beat its earnings estimate. And then in Q2, it really beat its earnings estimate. And Q3, I think that Q3 it'll also beat its earnings estimate. But the thing is that it's not about if they beat the Q3 earnings or not. For me, I'm only planning to buy McCormick until before their earnings date. So I'm going to sell it on Monday. The reason why is because earnings is very, very difficult to predict what will happen afterwards. There are some companies that produce great, amazing earnings, but their stocks still fall the next day. So for me, I'm not going to be taking that chance. Okay, so let's look at some of the news from McCormick. Well, hedge funds aren't done buying McCormick and Company Incorporated. In this article released last week, it says that McCormick Incorporated was in 32 hedge fund portfolios at the end of June. The all-time high for this statistics is 31. This means the bullish numbers of hedge fund positions in the stock currently sits at its all-time high. Now, why is this important? And this is important because when hedge fund managers are putting McCormick into their hedge fund portfolios, that means that they're buying the stock. That means that obviously the stock is going to go up. But even more than that, hedge fund managers obviously do their own due diligence. Also, they write articles like this. They write articles that stimulate the retail investors, us, okay, the non-investors. They tell us about it, and then other people are going to be buying into it. That means that just inflates the price even more. Hopefully, not always, but the more news that gets out there about a specific company, the more analysts recommend something, they tend to do well before earnings. Not after earnings. Before earnings, they tend to go up if there is a lot of positive news. And finally, just Tuesday, September 22nd, McCormick declares 0.62 quarterly dividends, 62 cents per share for their quarterly dividends. 62 cents per share. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it actually is a very, very good thing, because 62 cents per share means that every year they pay $2.48 per share for their stock. This is actually an increase of 9% over the annual dividends of $2.28 per share paid in fiscal year 2019. So last year they paid $2.28 per share in 2019. This year they're planning to pay $2.48, which is 20 cents more per share, which is pretty good. And obviously for non-dividend investors, that doesn't really matter. But what it does say to the company is that the company is very, very strong. It is growing very well. That's why they are increasing their dividends. So in everything that we've seen, it is very, very likely that McCormick is going to have a very good quarterly earnings. Now that leads me to my third point today. How am I going to be playing McCormick from now till the end of Monday next week? Well, for me, I'm going to be buying stock options. And if you guys saw my previous video about the biggest misconception about stock options, you guys should watch that. But basically, buying McCormick right now, it can pay off very, very well. And I'll tell you what I mean. So if we go to the stock options here, and this is for October 16th, 2020, since McCormick is releasing their earnings on September 29th, I'm planning to sell it on September 28th. So October 16th is a reasonable expiration date for the stock options. If you guys don't like it, you can also do a November 20th, which is also okay. But now let me tell you guys how I plan to make over 50% profit on McCormick. 50% profit. I think that 50% profit is very, very doable for options in McCormick. So if you guys look at McCormick here, it's currently at $192. Okay? Today it went up 1%, which is $2. But in options, it went up 12% for the $190 call. It went up 30% for the $195 call. Okay? 30%. And the reason why that is because the options call for $195 is only $5. $5 per share for the options call. The actual price of McCormick is $192, but they only cost $5 per share for options. So that means that if it goes up $2, that's already like 40% of the options price. Okay? That's why the options went up 30% for a 1% gain in McCormick. Okay? McCormick doesn't need to get a lot of gains from now till Monday or Tuesday. If it goes up 3% from now till next Monday, I will make around 80% profit. Okay? 80% profit on a 3% gain from McCormick. And given everything, definitely McCormick is going to have a good earnings, but I'm going to sell it before then. So that's why I'm releasing this video today, because I want you guys to be aware of McCormick and possibly buy it before the earnings come out. And the other reason why I'm planning to buy McCormick is because McCormick has been dropping a lot ever since September 2nd. Okay, it was $209. Now it's at $92. Okay? It only needs to hit $200 for me to make 80% profit. $200 before earnings come out, I would be ecstatic. Alright guys, well that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys find value or find entertainment from that. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. I would very, very much appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it very, very much. So until next time, bye.